So if you're a new player to the game of golf, you may have questions about your clubs. What makes up a set? Why are there so many clubs in your bag? When should you use them? So we'll try to give you a quick little video here that hopefully will help give you a general understanding of why you're carrying all these clubs around. So we'll start with this set here. This is just a basic set that I'm pretty sure I bought just a local big box kind of department store. So we'll take out the irons first. So there are these clubs down here. So this set has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 irons in it. And what I'll do is I'll just quickly set them up here against this table. We'll lean them against the table. So that's the pitching wedge. It's going to have a P on the bottom or a PW. Some will just have a W. But that's going to be your shortest club with the most amount of loft on it, or the biggest angle on the club face. We'll come back to that in a second. So then the next one's the 9 iron. Then I have an 8, and then a 7, and then this set also has a 6. So these are the irons in this bag. And so one thing you'll notice right off the bat would be the difference in length. So these are increasing by about a half an inch with every club, and then also the angle on the club face. So this is the 6 iron. It has the least amount of angle or the least amount of loft on it, comparing it to the pitching wedge, which has the most amount. So as a general statement, you've got this club here, the 6 iron, the longer one with less loft, is designed to go a little bit farther than the shorter club with more angle to it. So this club here would be a little bit more of a distance club, whereas we get to the shorter ones, these are a little bit more about your accuracy as you get closer to the hole and closer to the green. So there's always going to be a little bit of a trade-off for distance versus accuracy. And we'll get to the next part of the set here. So this has a 5 hybrid in it. So this one here with the cover has a 5 and an H. So all these sets that you find, they could all be a little bit different, but they are going to have a makeup similar to this. So you've got your irons first, these first 5 clubs, and then this one here is referred to as a hybrid. So it's a little bit of a different design. As they were able to make clubs with lighter materials, they could put a little more weight in the bottom, they could make it a little bit bigger. So it's designed to be a little more forgiving than the club here beside it, the 6 iron. So with a little more weight in the bottom, it's a lower center of gravity, it can just help get the ball in the air. So again, this one's a little bit longer and it has a little less angle on the club face. And then with this set, our next club becomes this fairway wood, so it has FW on the head cover. And this also has an 18 on it. So the 18 is referring to the angle of the club face. This club has 18 degrees of loft, which is going to be less than all of these other clubs. And again, it's considerably longer. So as we're moving this way in the set, this club here designed to have the ball go further than the shorter one all the way down on that far on my left. So trade off for distance for accuracy. And then the other club here in the bag, the driver, which a lot of people are familiar with. So this is the number 1, and it's going to be the longest by quite a bit, and also the biggest. So again, once these materials were lighter, we could certainly make them a lot bigger, a lot more forgiving. So this club has the least amount of angle on it. We're going to use this for pretty much all of our first shots on the hole. It's going to be sitting on a tee, and we're looking to sweep the ball off the tee. And for the rest of the clubs, the ball is going to be more often than not, it's going to be on the ground for those shots. The only club that's still in that bag there is the putter. Pretty much everyone's familiar with this as far as mini golf or miniature golf goes, but really it almost go down on this end. So you've got your longest club designed for distance, so the trade-off being accuracy. You're going to use this for all of your longest shots, or certainly the first shot on most holes. And then as you continue to play and gain more experience, you'll start to get a better understanding on how far each of these clubs go. As a bit of a blanket statement, you should have somewhere between, let's say, 5, 10, 15 yards between each club as you go, but it's really going to be dependent on how far you hit the golf ball overall. So depending on how far you're going to hit the driver and how far you're going to hit the shortest one here, the wedge, and then all of these are going to fit somewhere in between. So there's just a general understanding of your golf clubs. You want to be aware that there's certainly different lengths and different lofts on them, and they're all designed to do something a little bit different with regards to accuracy and distance. And so the reason for it really is so you don't have to have a whole bunch of different swings. If you want the ball to go a little shorter and a little higher, you're going to use a club down this end. As you want the ball to go a little bit further, you start moving kind of from left to right through the bag. So ideally we have one general swing, and we're just kind of carrying around different tools to pull off the different jobs.